Bluffington Post with presidential nominee for the Democratic Party, Logan Rogers, and vice president nominee, Noah Verduzco. Presidential nominee for the Republican Party, Josie Beardsley, and vice president nominee, Dawson Fees. So I wanted to ask you a couple questions to see what you do during the presidency, because my media listeners would like to understand what you are going to do during your campaign. So what initiatives would you introduce to support the growth of small businesses, which are a main employment opportunity?
Well, as part of my new tax bracket initiative, I would be intending to raise the federal budget by about 3 times as much as it currently is. One of my programs being the implementation of a new unemployment and homeless population program that would basically give them more benefits, which would also help to benefit smaller businesses then. Specifically, I would be allocating about $200 billion, which would only be about 1.28% of our federal revenue if my new plan is implemented, lasting for about a 5-year program, which would distribute the finances according to the net worth of the individual.
Can you repeat that question?
How would you balance the need for national security with the rights of asylum seekers and refugees?
So as part of my plan, I would try to increase funding of the ICE program, also known as the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency. Currently, their funding is only about $8 billion. I would be trying to double that to about $15 billion, in hopes of preventing further issues from arising on the border, such as criminal activity. And I would also be trying to make the whole visa process much more efficient and effective. Currently, it takes about 10 months just to even get a visa, and it doesn't even account for the 5 years of permanent residency that they need to become a U.S. citizen. So I would be trying to make that much more effective, as well as increasing the total population of immigrants that we allow every year. We only allow about 675,000 a year. I would be trying to increase that to 1 million, assuming that it does not interfere with the U.S. economy today and job growth.
The thing with
there's thousands of pounds of just fentanyl alone being brought in through the border, and that's not necessarily illegal immigrants. That's actually mostly people coming in legally across the border, just smuggling it in cars. But if we could put more of our attention towards border control rather than people trying to cross the border illegally, we could search each car more with drugs drugs with dogs to make sure that we aren't bringing in unsafe people into the country. And after we eliminate...
What did he say?
What are your priorities for the military budget?
Well, for the military budget, by expanding the new tax bracket system, we would be tripling it. By utilizing the same ratios that we are currently, that would be increasing from approximately 1.03 trillion or 16% of federal spending to 2.5 trillion, allowing for more national defense as well as potential threats and security from the U.S.
Personally, I think it should remain the same because our military is one, if not the strongest in the world, basically. And we already have enough funds and programs for people to go.
Thank you for answering my questions. This message is supported by the Bluffington Post. Thank you.